creation, Father. We thank you for this great game of baseball. Father, we thank you for the four men that we honor tonight, Father.
Father, thank you for the impact they've had on Jackson Christian School. Father, we ask that you watch over the players, the officials, the coaches, keep us all safe. Thank you for your son, Jesus, and what he did on the cross. For it's in his name we do pray. Amen.
Okay, I'm here.
And we have just had America's song. It is now time to play baseball here at Jackson Christian School. The Eagles have taken the field. On the mound today is Walker Ray, a very fine pitcher. He's the leader of this staff. He's just a junior this year.
Okay, cool. Yes, I can hear you.
And we are looking forward to his contributions. Joining me, who did some great filming, Will Cisco. You've done it all now, Will.
Done it all now. I've check marked everything I could do for y'all now. So.
Well, Will will be doing play-by-play Thursday while I've got softball at the soccer game. And he is better than the guys on TV. Trust me, he's a better college soccer announcer than they are, and he at least gets the players' names in there. In soccer, they go for dead periods. You've done a great job, Will.
Thank you. I've had a lot of people tell me I need to change my major now, going to broadcasting. So.
There's nothing wrong with that, and I could second that. And, of course, Will got an award at the Jackson-Madison County Sports Hall of Fame. You wound up with a scholarship out of the deal. Will, tell them a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the Madison County Sports Hall of Fame does a big thing every year where they'll pick two male and female athletes, which for Jackson Christian this year, it was Aaron Smith and Aaron Baines for Jackson Christian. They pick every school in Madison County, and then they give out 11 scholarships. I was fortunate to get the Richard Ross scholarship, and as well Whitney Moore, the keeper for the girls soccer team, received a scholarship as well. So it was a good event. A lot of good people come out of there every year, so it's nice to see it.
And that's a real honor. Richard Ross was football coach at Jackson High when I was there. A very honorable gentleman, took us to two state playoff attempts, and we didn't win either one of them. Lost the famous triple overtime game, but we are just about ready for baseball. We had a tough loss the other day to Munford.
Yeah, sure was.
7-5. Stepping in is Brody Wilson. He wears number 9 for Sacred Heart. John Barlow down at third base coaching for them. And the first pitch is a swinging strike. And we are dependent on Walker Ray to be tough tonight because they'll pitch Dalton McIntyre tomorrow.
Yeah, they will. And this is going to be a big game for us pitching Walker. He's going to need to pitch probably the whole game if I had to imagine. So. Yeah,
this one, of course, 7 innings in high school ball. This one, as you saw on the great pictures by Worthy Road Studios, fouled off. And with this first hitter, we're playing at normal depth in the infield, straight away in the outfield. The sun is just about gone from our field, plus there's a couple of clouds helping us, and we have the great trees in right field. That one, a temptation pitch, low, and over at the girls, we're trailing. That's a AAA Dyer County team. We're trailing 1-0 in the fifth.
Yeah, that's a very good softball game. I've been taking a look over there, and it's been a great game so far.
The 1-ball, 2-strike pitch swung on, ground ball. King comes up, shoots to first, and they got him. Low throw, but Daniel Green is becoming the glove over there. So score that one 5-3 if you're keeping a scorebook at home for the first out. Brings up Jake Kale, the catcher. Jake is one of their multiple sport athletes, and we got a chance to see him He's their tough man in basketball. He'll rough you up under the goal a little bit legally.
Him and his brother both have done a great job taking charges in basketball. So.
And his first one, I think Walker took a little off of it. Strike one.
Don't go to commercial. I got to go fix that camera.
And we are going to give you a wide angle shot here for a little while. Here's a number, and in a tough place, Walker off the mound very quickly, handles it to toss over to first. And a great play because those are harder to handle. We saw a college game with a number like that go for a base hit. But 1-3 for the second out of the inning, a good start. And now Dalton McIntyre has signed a junior college baseball scholarship. He wasn't too bad in basketball. I know y'all had some good battles with him.
Yeah, he's a great multi-sport athlete at Sacred Heart.
He's a left-handed hitter, as you see. Walker Ray's first pitch to him, and it looked pretty good, but the umpire says your eyesight's not any good, Coach. And actually, we're on the first base side, so sometimes the umpire has the best shot, especially with that right-handed hitter. The 1-ball pitch, and Dalton wanted to go after it, but didn't. It's 2 balls, no strikes. And Walker Ray right to treat this young man very carefully. He's hitting, I believe, over 400. And I'll check it. I had his average.
I don't know exactly what it is, but I know he's done a great job hitting so far, and his on-base percentage is very, very good.
It is.
He doesn't get struck out very often.
Very good hitter. 3-ball pitch on the way. Low and walked him. So he'll be on first. And this brings up number 7, Jackson Hill, the first baseman. Hill, a pretty solid young man, hits in that cleanup slot. Let's see what Coach John Barlow's got cooked up. Chase McLean, Todd Lumley, and Brian Bullard. And I was looking back at Freed records, and I'm starting to find Brian Bullard all over the Freed Hardeman baseball records. Pitching out of the stretch will be Walker Ray. Goes to first. Used the jump turn, and he got McIntyre diving back in there. Now, McIntyre is a threat to steal. Kind of inches off the bases, gets almost to the edge of the cutout, but he's leaning back towards first, and it was a good thing for him he did because Walker Ray drove him back, and he had to dive in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is a big threat to steal, but Wyatt's still in a good – he's been doing good lately, and he can probably throw him out from here. So Wyatt has done a great job.
Yeah, the young sophomore catcher's getting better every game. And that one a ball, so 5 straight balls thrown. That's unusual for Walker Ray.
Yeah, not his normal thing, but he'll get into it. He had a good start so far. We're 2 outs in.
Now he's in the stretch at the belt and goes back to first with the jump turn, and he's making it close every time. The only thing is sometimes that helps the runner because if you get the timing on it. Now he's got – let's see if McIntyre gets a one-way or two-way lead. He's at the two-way lead point, but if he gets another step off, he's gone. But he didn't. And good pickup. And like I said, very unlike Walker Ray. He's thrown 6 straight balls. Maybe relief point or, of course, this young man at the plate is capable. He's got home run power. Ray has checked the runner and jump turn again, and they are working. Mm-hmm. They are working Dalton over at first base. Dalton McIntyre, real fine young man. There's probably not a bad young man on the field for either team today. Now these two schools like to beat on each other though, but off the field there's some good friendship. And again, a 3-0 pitch. And this is one of those where the coach, I don't know what Coach McLean's favorite phrase is. Some people say bow you back, some just holler focus. And some will say just you and the catcher. The 3-0 pitch coming. And that one, I believe, nicked him, didn't it? If it didn't.
Real close. It was real close, but it didn't matter. It was high anyway.
Yeah, 2 runners on. McIntyre at second. Hill at first. Now, Ethan Snyder, the designated hitter, and I will plead guilty. I've not seen Ethan hit before, but he has to be good hitting in the 5th spot.
Yeah, DHing hitting at 5. He's got to be a pretty good hitter. I've never seen him hit either, but got to be good DHing at the 5 spot.
Of course, I see Nick Beauregard in the dugout as he's the bench coach for them. And there's another ball. So 9 straight balls, and Walker right now struggling with control, but looks good on the mound. Let's see if we can pick up if it's release point or what. Not a big lead at second for McIntyre. The 1-0 pitch, curveball, and he got that one in. What a nice bender then.
Yeah, that one will give his confidence back a little bit, and we probably will see a little bit of a rhythm here from Walker, hopefully.
Wonder if we're going to see more curveballs than fastballs today.
You'll see a lot of curveballs. That's Walker's big thing.
It's his out pitch, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball hit on the ground. Could be a 2-ball. Bradford will go to first, though. Well, they didn't need a 2-ball, and it gets away from the first baseman. They only needed 1, and the run scores. And that's the thing that has hurt us all season is the unearned run. So still runners at first and second. Snyder's on, and Shane Bastable wears number 2. He plays shortstop for them, and we really need to get an out right here. I had focused on how many balls had been thrown. I forgot there was already 2 outs because first 2 men we got on nice defensive plays. Matter of fact, one of them a number. Mm-hmm. 1 ball, no strike. Pitch just about to come. There's 2 outs in the inning, but a run across. And they'll check the umpire, and
Gotta be.
He didn't see the signal, but maybe bobbed his head. But anyway, it's a 1-1 count with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. I believe that's Judson Powers coaching first for them. Here's the pitch. Just outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, Walker not throwing people a lot of fastballs tonight, and that's kind of his thing. You know, he don't throw a lot of fastballs, but he's doing a great job, and I like to see more from him.
He can change speeds on the curveball, too. Oh, man, right down Main Street. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. The deuces are wild here at Jackson Christian School on the baseball field. And it looks like they have gone to the 6th with it still 1-0. What a white knuckler down there. The 2-2 pitch with 2 outs on the way. Curveball hit up the middle. It's a base hit. They'll wave 1 run towards the plate, and they'll hold them up. And so now Sacred Heart has a 2-run lead as Jackson Hill crosses the plate. And a solid single up the middle. Snyder now on second. First hit, we have 1 error in the contest. Now, without the error, there's probably no score in this inning. And that, again, is what hurts. Up there, number 4, Graydon Dillon. Left-handed hitter hits 1 on the ground to second baseman, and we boot it. And they hold the runner, so the bases are loaded. And unfortunately, the error bug is rampant. And wise decision by the head coach. I almost didn't worry. That is Wayne out there. He got Chase, because he's got a different mask on. And it's still wise. The TSSAA would still prefer, even though here in Madison County the option is off. And they're still going to take some COVID procedures at the state tournaments and at the district tournaments too. We just need to get somebody out. Great start, and then the wheels kind of came off our bus.
First 2 coming up and going down. It was a good start to the inning, but now we just kind of errors have been coming in, and we got 2 right now, bases loaded. So would like to get some here without letting another run score.
What have you got? I've got 22 pitches unofficially.
I've got 22 right on the dot.
Well, then Will is always right. Or 99.999% of the time. All of us make mistakes on pitch count, but you can depend on him. Jude Bullard, the third baseman, wears number 5 up at the plate. Solid right-handed hitter. First pitch is a strike. And Walker looked determined then.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if we see a little throw down here to third. He got a huge lead right there. And I saw Chance kind of sneak over. So I don't know if we'll see it or not, but there's a possibility of it.
Walker steps back. Sometimes a very wise thing to do, and in this case, it looked like it was. No ball, 1 strike pitch. He looks in to get his sign. At the belt, comes to the plate, and that one is outside. The curve was way outside then. Really need the out here. 2 outs in the inning. Up just a little at third base, but everybody else at pretty well normal depth and straight away. Infield must get control, knock the ball down at least, but would like to get the force out. Hit on the ground to the second baseman, Jones. Jones up over to first. That'll end the inning, but they picked up 2 big runs on 1 hit. There were 3 men left on base. At the end of a half inning of play, Sacred Heart 2, Jackson Christian coming to bat.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
And we are back here for the bottom half. We got to have some run. Need to strike early. And we've got some good people. The Freed Hardeman signee, Avery Bradford to lead off. Walker Ray hitting second. Alden Holland hitting third. And I know right now I believe Avery's got the leading batting average for our team.
Yeah, I believe he does too. He's done a great job leading off for Jackson Christian, and is kind of our main guy, team captain, does a great job with the Eagles.
Well, as I told the fans earlier while you were doing some camera work for us, he'll have a chance to start as a freshman for Freed because their great shortstop, Dylan Lott, graduates and will be an officer in the Marines. He went to OCS school and got a degree from Freed Hardeman.
Wow.
Now that's pretty good right there.
That is very impressive.
Avery Bradford, the man with the speed, can drop bunts at any time. He's a left-handed hitter, wears number 8, plays shortstop. Of course, Avery could also make a great outfielder, and they lose a couple of really good outfielders at Freed this year. 19 seniors down there.
That's a big senior class.
It is a huge senior class. Here's the first pitch, and it's high. Evan Williams rares and rocks, but he held on, or let it go actually a little early. Evan Williams, the pitcher for them. And this one low and inside, a 2-ball count. I want to see, Evan is a junior. He also plays infield when he's not pitching. 2-ball, no strike pitch on the way. Drilled to right field. Will it stay fair is the only question. Off the wall, you heard it smack. And it's played pretty well. Cutoff man cuts it off, though, and diving into second is the hustling Avery Bradford.
And that was a tank line drive right there. Bounced off the wall. He really made contact with it. You can see he's throwing it hard right there. So if you get good contact on it, it's going.
Well, you're right about that. That one hit about 5 feet up on the wall. If he gets it up about 10 more feet in the air, that one would have been gone. Matter of fact, it would have probably been in somebody's backyard. And, of course, I love it when my friends try to call me during the broadcast. And 2-0 the score. We're in the bottom of the first. Sacred Heart leading Jackson Christian. Here's the pitch, low. So 1 ball, no strike. Jake Cahill catching. Evan Williams on the mound for Sacred Heart. Williams checks the runner at second. That's a long look at Avery Bradford. Comes to the plate. And a little bit of a bender, but not the kind that's a pitch. Been our hitter back. Our hitter, of course, the one and only number 16, Walker Ray, who's pitching, has a chance to really help himself. Base hit will probably score a run here.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Avery with the speed he has, he'll get home on a good base hit.
Here's the pitch, drilled to left field, and I mean, that's a rocket out there. Hits that grass and spins. Here comes the run. Avery Bradford streaking for home, and they hold Walker to a single, but guess what? He gets the big RBI, helps his own cause and his team's cause. It's 2-1. Loved it, Will.
Yeah, it's the hot start we wanted. It's the hot start we wanted to get back in it after letting up 2 early. Now we got one of our own with no outs and one on first, so it's a good start.
And it looks like advancing to the plate, the senior, number 19, Alden Holland, the center fielder, hitting .267 this year. Has power, though, to all fields. Williams in the stretch. And the pitch. Don't know whether Coach McLean with Walker pitching probably won't run him much tonight.
Yeah, probably won't.
Of course, he's a very good base stealer. 1 ball the count to Alden Holland, who is going on to college. I think he said he wanted to play baseball in college. Here's a ground ball. Will it get through? It does. A seeing eye single, and now we've got runners at first and second.
I forgot to get the pinch runner for Walker, Jack Collins.
Yep.
The freshman came in to run for him. Good hit by Alden right there, right in the perfect spot.
And 28, you heard it over the PA announcer, Everett Wells. He too is a senior, batting .243, the cleanup hitter. And one of the 4 young men that were honored today, and they're all very good young men. 2 runners on, no outs. Evan Williams on the mound for Sacred Heart. Checks the runner at second, comes to the plate. And a swinging strike, and I mean, Everett was going for all of it then.
Yeah, he had a home run in the last, I believe, maybe Fayette Academy game. He had a big home run. So he's trying to get another one right here. He wants to keep adding on to his season stats.
Here's the pitch, and that time they had him reaching on the, actually about a 59-foot curveball. And the umpire says he was out. I'll let Jackson Christian fans, and I don't blame Chase McLean, the head coach, for going out and talking. I thought it was a high tag, just to be perfectly. Watch the replay tonight on YouTube.
Somebody got it.
You'll see what we're talking about. And I don't know that it'll help any, but it was a high tag on the steal. And there's a no ball, 2 strike count. Okay. Everett Wells with 1 out officially, and now.
Yeah, they're gonna think about it a little bit. It was a high tag, pretty close play.
He's going to check with the home play. I like this. Good officiating now. Even if we at Jackson Christian, we are on the Jackson Christian Network, they're going to go ahead and say out. But you know what? At least we got an attempt and a proper call. But we do have a runner at third. 1 out in the inning. So here's the tough part, though. Everett Wells, the senior, has to guard the plate. And I bet Evan Williams, will he go after him? Probably not. I bet he tempts him on this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be some trash to try to get him to swing.
And they tried to get him, and that's a foul ball. He was still in the box. Now, if one more step, and he would have been out.
Yeah, that was the exact pitch I expected, and he swung at it trying to fight because it probably would have been a strike. So good swing right there by Everett to keep it going.
Tell you what, we've learned that Jake Cale has a very good arm too. Catcher for Sacred Heart. Ooh, plunked him. And the reason I said woo, that one hurt me up here.
That was a he took that one for sure. That would look pretty horrible from here.
Tell you what, Everett's tougher than I am.
Kind of opened up into that one too.
Yeah, the COVID shot got me in the arm. I must be getting old, but tough young man there. Brings another tough young man in here. If we were playing football today, I would not want this young man chasing me because he can lay you on the ground in a hurry. It's our third baseman, the junior Chance King, wears number 23. He's got a chance with 1 out to do something for our team, but Sacred Heart's at double play depth. And again, going for the downs on the first one.
Yeah, if he made contact there, it was gonna see you later. We wouldn't have saw the end of that one.
I believe it would have been over there, on not Brent, but Bent Creek Lane.
Yeah, Bent Creek Lane.
And that one, the old 55-foot curveball bounces, but kept in front, so no advancement by the runner. We got first and third with one out. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Now, if we're running, this is the pitch to run on, although you can run on any of them, but this is the one. Williams comes to the plate, and we're not running, and that one outside, so a 2-1 count.
Good eye right there by Chance. That was a little bit close right there, and he decided to let it go.
Yeah, he did. Like that bat looks good from here. It's weighted properly, and this is one. He's just looking for one that he can get in his wheelhouse. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Didn't get in his wheelhouse, but it's going to get down into right field off the wall. 1 run has scored. 2 is streaking, and they're going to hold the second one at third base. And we've got first and third. We also have a tie ball game. Chance King with some good hitting, Will.
Yeah, great hit. And this is the inning we needed to get back into it. Put us right back where we started. 2 runs each, and we got a chance to extend the lead here with a runner on third.
Advancing to the plate is the fine young catcher, number 10, Wyatt Jones, and there's still only 1 out. How soon do we run Chance, or do we run Chance?
We don't run Chance.
Okay, we don't run. Yeah, you heard it from our color man. He played football with him too, so he knows his speed. It's high. Now, with a first and third situation, would he intentionally get in a run down since he's not a speed burner?
That could be a possibility to try to get the run home. I could see that happening, but unless it's a pass ball, I don't think we should run Chance right here.
And the 1-0 pitch evens it at 1-1 on the outside corners. You saw that one. Eagle baseball here on the Jackson Christian School Sports Network on Worthy Road Studios too. Here's one hit to right field. Will it stay up in the air long enough? The right fielder makes the catch. We tag at third, and we will actually take a 3-2 lead on the sacrifice fly. You score that F9, the run scores. And we've still got Chance King with 2 outs at first base. Daniel Green, using the big show from Wrestling's Music, advances to the plate. And he has been the big show on a couple of occasions. Some key hits during this, the freshman first baseman. First pitch, umpire says outside, so 1 ball, no strikes. And every pitch that this young man, Daniel Green, gets ahead in the count, he is dangerous.
Yeah, he really is. He's done a great job over the year trying to put the ball in play.
Sky high in the infield. Pitcher's decided he's going to take it himself. He's an infielder also. And popping out to the pitcher is Daniel Green to end that inning. But we pick up 3. Yes, 3 big runs on 4 hits and lead by 1 at the end of 1 inning of play on the Jackson Christian School Network.
This is Lee Johnson.
And this is Jason Lockridge from Southern Capital Advisors.
We're thankful for the Jackson Christian family and are honored to help lay a foundation that will build our community for years to come.
Welcome to Southern Capital Field, and go Eagles.
And we are back. Will Cisco, Coach Joe Holloway. And what a first inning. We may be going to have one of those slugfest day. 3-2, Jackson Christian leading, and both teams got close to batting around. We're 2 batters short of it. They are 1 batter short, and we're just in the second inning, Will.
Yeah, it could be a high-scoring game this one tonight. We'll see if it keeps up. It is just the first inning, so we don't know if it's going to keep going like this. But
and, of course, this a big district game. Can't emphasize the importance of it. We are ahead, but the people trailing us is the Sacred Heart team, and we have to stay ahead. Got to take at least 1 out of 2 in this series.
Most definitely.
Be preferable to take 2. And this should be Grant Dillon leading off. Now, I've got a different number. This is not what I got off of the – who do we have up there?
This looks like Malachi Chavis up to bat, the
Malachi
freshman.
And we saw him in basketball. We'll get him in there. And, of course, I did go down early and check their scorecard. They could have made changes. And deep in the hole, Bradford up quick. Won't have enough on the throw, and it'll be a base hit for Chavis.
Yeah, he got there, but a great play by Avery off the backhand. He a little bit too far for him. Malachi had a little bit too much speed on him, but.
And, of course, Chavis will be a pretty fair basketball player for them, too. Freshman, and he got a lot of rebounds, got a lot of playing time towards the end of their season. So they've got a quick man on first, but he doesn't have the big lead. Let's see if he inches off some more. Walker Ray, Walker's going to drive him back and say, I know you're there. Don't get too big a lead. And that looks like Judson Powers coaching first. Of course, John Barlow is the head coach at third, and Nick Beauregard in the dugout for Sacred Heart. Of course, like I said, we've got 3 fine coaches too. We'll tell you more about them in a minute. First pitch coming, and it's outside. This is Brody Wilson, and the top of their order, the second baseman. You can see John Barlow down there go through a whole series of signs. Brody steps back in to face Walker Ray. Second pitch, a strike. 1-1. Brody is 0 for 1, grounded out to the third baseman, King, in that first inning. Ray ready for the 1-1 pitch. And this one gets away, and the quick man will go in standing up. No use for a throw then. So now you got a runner on second in scoring position with no outs. And I understand Brody Wilson can handle the bat. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Don't think he's bunting this early in the game, but he is a capable bunter. He drilled one to center field. Matter of fact, it'll get into the gap. 1 run will score. It'll be extra bases, should be a stand-up double. And, I mean, you could hear the bat rip then.
Yeah, that was a heck of a hit right into the gap right there. Took a long time to get it in, but it was a heck of a hit.
So they've got 2 hits in this inning, 3 for the ball game, and that brings up Jake Cale, who had that strong throw when we got a runner thrown out. I believe Cale plays football. They play 8-man football.
They do.
We play 11-man here at Jackson Christian. Now, that doesn't mean each team just has a number on there, but only 11 can be on the field when we play, and they play in the 8-man league, which is not part of the TSSAA. And that's a great pitch, a bender right there.
Great pitch from Walker.
Cale, right-handed hitter. His brother on the training staff at UT. Walker Ray ready, comes to the plate. Boy, just missing. Be like Bob Euchre, how do you not call that one? The umpire's got the better look, fans. I'm just trying to inject a little extra humor. 1-1 the count with no outs and a runner at second. That one outside, 2-1. 1 run is already in the inning, and we've got a tie score. Well, bad news in that we're in the 7th over there, and it's 1-0 still. It's not over in the softball game. White knew he had it, and he thought he might could. That was a wise play.
Yeah,
looked like he made it look like it got away from him.
Got back up real quick.
Yeah, the base runner did a very good job, and that's Brody Wilson at second. Here's Walker Ray with a 3-1 count, wants to strike right here, and a number again. He kind of hit the bat over to first for the first out. And Cale went 1-3 the first time, pitcher to first base. The only bad news is that puts a runner at third with only 1 out in the inning. That one kind of rode in and hit that bat because I don't think Cale wanted to.
He did not want to hit that. That was more of a check swing, and it just came in a little on too tight, and it went off the bat.
Dalton McIntyre, left-handed hitter, slightly open stance as you check the front foot. Here's the pitch from Ray. hit on the ground foul, and it was off the first baseline fence. I mean, he was out front, but it was smacked.
Oh, yeah.
This is a young man you don't want your curve to flatten out on. Now, you can throw it, but it's got to be a little more like the old-fashioned curve and drop a little bit. 1 strike count with the runner on third and 1 out. Ray comes to the plate. Ground ball goes to the second baseman, and E4, and that will cost a run, and Sacred Heart takes the lead back 4-3 as Brody Wilson scores and puts McIntyre on first base. And we've got 3 errors in the ball game. You know, we have played some great games where we have no errors or maybe one, but when we start, don't want to make any more in this contest.
Yeah, got to keep it low. We're still in it right now with 1 out and 3 errors, but only down 1 run, thankfully.
Jackson Hill at the plate after you see the throw to first base. Dalton McIntyre, very capable base runner. And here's the pitch. Drilled, and that one is going to hang up in the air. Great catch, and I'm going to be honest with you. Super job then.
Man, Alden went up for that one. That was a heck of a hit, but he's doing a great job in center field. They need him out there. He's probably the best outfielder we have.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Alden Holland, who wants to play, I believe, some college baseball. And the pitch outside for a 1 ball count, 2 outs in the inning. Tell you what, Jackson Hill rode that one a long way. Ethan Snyder, he was on by error his first time up. Popped up. Will it stay in fair territory? Wyatt comes over. Did he get it? No, and it wouldn't have counted had it. I don't think, because I think he had a foot in the dugout.
Yeah, I think he did too. I don't think it would have. I think it would have mattered anyway, but it was a good effort by him to try to get it, see what would happen.
Oh yeah, you like when young men hustle like that and get over there.
Those rocks are dangerous.
They really are.
Like he slipped on it a little bit when he was running over there.
But we've got a good-looking field, and that's one way that you fix fields. So the 1-1 pitch with 2 outs and the runner at first is outside. And I think McIntyre thinks I should have stolen on that one because the curveball comes up there slower than a fastball, and that's one of the pitches you want to run on. 2-1 count. Walker thinks he's running 2, or either Coach McLean or Todd Lumley or Coach Bullard, because they threw it to first. Somebody had the idea he was running. See what happens here on this 2-1 pitch with 2 outs. Sacred Heart would like to get that runner in scoring position. And they go to first again. Runner back safely. Everybody at pretty well normal depth. Outfield straight away. Wind looks like it's blowing in a little bit, Will, now.
Yeah, just a little bit of a breeze.
Here's the pitch. And they are running the throw through. The only thing wrong, it hit the runner, and pretty good peg. It would have been close. I think that McIntyre might have had a step on him. Now McIntyre with in scoring position, a 3-1 count on Ethan Snyder, the designated hitter. Hits 5th in their lineup. Walker really wants to get this one. The jump turn and the throw to second. And again, we know that Dalton McIntyre is capable of running.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw it right there. He got some speed on him, so he can definitely run whenever he wants.
Playing for positioning in the district, and that's very important at this time of year. And a strike, so it's 3-2. Matter of fact, I believe our last baseball game is next Monday.
Yep.
And then the district tournaments will start. We'll be on with softball on Thursday. Will be doing play-by-play of soccer. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Drilled on the ground to Jones. Jones up the crow hop step over to first to end the inning. But 2 runs scored, and they take the lead 4-3 in the top of the second. We'll be back with Jackson Christian's bottom of the second on the Jackson Christian Network after this.
It can be overwhelming to figure out what's best for your child, especially during middle and high school years. When it comes to education, you want a school that invests in your child, providing a place to belong, be challenged academically, and become well-rounded. A place where knowledgeable teachers, coaches, and administrators take the time to understand your child's unique gifts and to nurture them, providing them with both guidance and opportunities. A place where classmates build one another up, and your child can excel in classroom, on stage, on the field, and in life. A place that provides community for your entire family as your child discovers passion and purpose on the journey to graduation and a meaningful life. If you're looking for a Christ-centered, accredited education, a place where your student and your family will belong, you'll find it at Jackson Christian. Learn more about the Jackson Christian family by visiting campus, where your child can experience a typical school day and meet other students. Call 731-300-4578 or email admissions@jcseagles.org to schedule your visit. Jackson Christian. Learn to lead, grow, and serve like Christ.
As we come back, you see ball 1 thrown to Carson Holt, the left-handed hitting DH for Jackson Christian School. Harrison Jones, who made the throw out, will be the next hitter. Start to say the put out, but actually scoring the first baseman gets credit for a put out. It's an assist by the second baseman. 2 balls, no strikes, the count to Carson Holt. And Carson with a good rip. Didn't get anything, but 2-1 count. He's one of our very fine young players. Only 4 seniors, and today is senior day. We'll let Will in a minute give you those seniors. Head up in the air. Left fielder gets under it and got that one, but a nice drive out there. If you get a little less under it and a little more drive to it, could have gone. Now, Harrison Jones, the second base. Will, who are our 4 seniors?
Yeah, our 4 seniors this year are Avery Bradford, who's playing shortstop tonight, Alden Holland, who you saw had that great catch in center field, Everett Wells, the left fielder, and Jace Cooper, the right fielder. He's not batting, but he's playing right field tonight for the Eagles.
He is the designated player. Here's the pitch, and faking the bunt is Harrison Jones. Evan Williams on the mound for Sacred Heart, Jake Cale catching. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. This young man, I remember a big hit he got a couple of weeks ago to win a ball game. And the second pitch to him is a strike. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. Softball team takes a tough loss, but they had to play well to only lose to AAA Dyer County 1-0. Mm-hmm. And that one a strike. Harrison thought it might have been a little low, but again, umpire on that one probably has the best look. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Evan Williams, and it's the 55-foot curveball. So 2-2. How many pitches has Williams thrown?
I got him about 29 right now.
About 29 right now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. High. And Harrison will work you for a walk, too.
Oh, yeah.
Todd Lumley coaching at first base, hauling some encouragement. Coach Chase McLean deep at third. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground, but they had him played to the second base side by the shortstop and over to first for the second out. They did not feel like he was going to pull the ball, so they played him there and got a second out. And this brings up the top of the order, the man that led that scoring inning off. Avery Bradford doubled and scored in the first.
Yeah, he's gonna want to continue this after that big hit in the first inning.
And I can see they've moved their left fielder or right fielder over.
That'll work too.
And it looks like we're going to get a hit batsman out of that. And actually that may work to the advantage of Sacred Heart. It's all dependent on what Walker can do with it, whether that was a good move for Sacred Heart. Because it did kind of take the bat out of Avery Bradford's hand.
Yeah.
Walker had a big single. Helped his own cause. He's trailing now 4-3, so can he help it again? Drilled up the middle, and it'll be a base hit. And Avery Bradford, he had thoughts of going to third.
He probably could have made it too, I think, because he was moving around that second base. But smart decision to stay there and not risk it. And
well, it would have been interesting because you would have been challenging Dalton McIntyre's arm. And not only did he sign to play junior college ball, but he's not in center field for no reason, just like our man Alden Holland is there because he can get there and throw the ball. And speaking of Alden Holland, he will be advancing to the plate. And Alden Holland had a single his first time up. 2 outs. So the runners will be going with any crack of the bat. Bradford with the big lead. They look him back, but he gets a bigger one. That one came inside. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, 2 runners on. And for Alden, the left fielder, it's about 10 feet or maybe 9 feet from the fence. And they fake the move to second.
Yeah, Alden likes to pull a ball right there. He can definitely get it over there into that left field area.
I tell you what I'd like to see him do is hit one about 5 feet inside the line over the third baseman's head. We'd be running and have a track meet. And he tried. We got out in front of it a little bit.
A little bit too early right there. That was almost a very good hit. Right direction, just too far left.
Got a ball laying on the third baseline, so action won't come back. The runners come back. Be 1-1 count with 2 outs. Alden Holland, like we said, who singled back in the first, up here in the second. 4-3 ball game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball. Umpire says it was a little high. Jake Cale tried to frame it for him. Jake looks down. Of course, most catchers in high school get their signals from the dugout. Some will wear the armband and they'll call numbers out, but 2-1 pitch, just about. No, they decided to go to second, and it was wild, but the second baseman kept it where it bounced up in front, so no chance for advancement. I'm like you. If they hit one, I don't care who they hit it to in the outfield.
Yeah.
Avery's got a chance with that lead to score.
He's getting home. That was a very, very big lead by Avery right there. He almost could have had a close call right there.
2 ball, 1 strike pitch. We await again, and they go to first with it. And a nice attempt at a pickoff because you don't see that very often. And that's something you have to practice because the first baseman usually doesn't hold on, and he wasn't in. He has to break up there. Still 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs and 2 runners on. Williams will come to the plate. They're stealing. Here's the peg to third, and it's not even close. And like I said, Jake Cale's got a good arm. He stole that one on the pitcher, though. So now with runners at first and third, they'll go back and hold the runner at first. Still 2 outs. And with Cale's good arm, I don't know that we will be running our pinch runner.
Yeah, Jack Collins out there. He could run it. He is very, very fast, but I don't see much of a reason to run him.
Ball hit on the ground. Shortstop gets past him. We're going to give him a C&I single, and guess what? This game is tied up.
Ooh. Good advancer right there by Jack Collins.
Jack.
He went ahead and took third.
Jack, dangerous running, but good running. And again, this is, I have to laugh about it. Got someone trying to call me during a ball game. And this gentleman is in Savannah, so he may not know we're on today. Anyway, the score is tied up 4-all. And the first pitch of ball. At the plate, Everett Wells. Runners at first and third. Now they've got the runner picked off. They have to keep an eye on it. Now they'll run at him. Now they're going to the plate. And now they've got the runner, Collins, and they got him. And that's the danger of that play now. And they played it right. You can tell they put some time in on working on that one. So the third out, Everett Wells will return to the plate. But we did get one run and tied this ball game up. So the end of 2 innings of play, Jackson Christian 4, Sacred Heart 4. We'll be back on the Sacred Heart or Jackson Christian Sports Network.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
And we are back here at Jackson Christian. Whoa, Will, what a game. Slugfest, tied up, white knuckler.
Oh, yeah. Great game. Way to hit and get us back into it, 4-4. I think we're very fortunate with 3 errors to still be tied here. So it's a great job hitting to keep us in it by the Eagles tonight.
Absolutely. Here's Walker Ray's first pitch. Had the hitter tempted, and, of course, up at the plate is Shane Bastable, the shortstop for Sacred Heart. One ball the count. Here's one hit to the shortstop. Bradford up. Shoots across the first. High throw, but look at Daniel Green's stretch.
Ooh, he got out there right there. Used that nice 6'5" frame to get out there and keep the ball.
Got to ask this, does he play basketball?
I wish he did. He does not. He should.
First out. Wow.
If he's watching this, Daniel, you should play basketball. But
and that brings up Graydon Dillon, the left fielder. Wears forward in this one. Another one of those numbers, it'll roll foul. It's a good thing it did because we would have never got him.
Yeah, that was almost like a bunt right there, just right on the side.
One out in the inning. No runners on. There's a strike on the hitter, Dillon. And this is Graydon. Here's the pitch outside. And Will, for us coming up in the third, we'll go back to Everett Wells. And so we got him and King and Jones, and they all contributed in the first inning. A swinging strike 2, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that pitch low and gets away from the catcher. And, of course, you're in for a treat in the 5th. Will Cisco will be calling the 5th inning today.
Yeah, Just so far in this game, we have no strikeouts.
Wow, that's unusual. Usually Walker strikes out sometimes one an inning. I
go.
think we got one now. Now the actual put out will be by the first baseman, but the first strikeout for Walker Ray. That brings up Jude Bullard, the third baseman, who grounded out second to first to end the first inning. And if you're scoring officially, it goes 2. The catcher gets an assist, and the first baseman gets a put out. Pitch a little low and outside. Bullard, a strong young man.
52.
Oh, great pitch by Walker then. Curveball hit on the ground. King makes a decision how to play, takes the 2-hop step, throws the first, and no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. And at the end of 2 1/2 innings of play, it's all tied at 4. You're listening to Jackson Christian Baseball on the Jackson Christian Network.
This is Lee Johnson.
And this is Jason Lockridge from Southern Capital Advisors.
We're thankful for the Jackson Christian family and are honored to help lay a foundation that will build our community for years to come.
Welcome to Southern Capital Field, and go Eagles.
And we are back. Coach Joe Holloway, Will Cisco, in an exciting 4-4 game going into the bottom of the third. And, Will, we need some runs.
Yeah, we do. This is a good spot after holding them to 0 right there. This is a good spot to take a lead right here and try to build a lead to keep us ahead in this one.
Absolutely. And coming back to the plate was the man when the pickoff was there. Everett Wells, the senior left fielder. Now, and you see a strike. Now, Everett hadn't had a long baseball career. I believe this is just his 3rd year of baseball here at Jackson Christian.
Yeah, it's his 3rd year here at Jackson Christian. I don't know how long he played before that, but he is fairly new, fairly good.
And he's done a good job. The 55-foot curveball bounces past the catcher. So 1-1 to count. We got Sacred Heart to go, 3 up, 3 down in the top of the third. That one high for a ball. The first goose egg on the board.
Yeah, so far he was one to let that one hit him right there. He did not move a muscle.
It looks like he's run it to a 3-1 count. Behind him will be Chance King, who had a single back in that first inning. Then Wyatt Jones, who had the big sac fly. A swinging strike, and he turned on that one.
Yeah, that was a healthy cut right there.
Yes. Did a game not long ago. A young man took a healthy cut and pulled a couple of muscles.
Really?
Well, it was healthier. And that one is driven just over the head of the leaping second baseman into the outfield, cut off by Dalton McIntyre, and he'll be returned. And that was a rocket. Of course, he got hit the first time he came to bat. Chance King, who's 1 for 1, comes to the plate. I know that Evan Williams is in the 40s. What do you got him at pitching-wise on pitches?
I got him at 43 currently.
About 43. So both pitchers still in pretty good shape, even with the amount of offense. And ball outside. maybe a little ahead, both of them on the count, but you like to no more than 15 if you can. Swinging, strike one. Chance doesn't get cheated at the plate, does he?
No, he does not. He takes some big swing right there.
Strong young man, because I know he's been through Coach Allen Irvin's weightlifting program. And another healthy cut, but strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes with a runner on first. I know Sacred Heart doesn't want to do this, but Jackson Christian fans would love to see one right in the wheelhouse of Chance King. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off, and it'll bounce off the pole. Tell you what, pretty good quick reaction that time by Jackson Hill. He was ready to go after. He was moving as it cracked off the bat. So we'll do the 1-2 pitch again with that runner on first. Not a big lead, and they drive him back anyway. People take, and I don't know what for your generation they used to call them one-way leads and two-way leads.
Yeah.
And the two-way one is a little shorter. And the pitch high evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's fought this count out for a while now.
Yep. 4-4 the score. Head on the ground. Now this is a good 2 ball right here. It's almost tailor-made. Over to first. 4-6-3 double play, which is the best friend of the pitcher. So 2 outs now in the inning. Wyatt Jones, the young catcher who had a sac fly in the first inning, comes to the plate. So officially he's 0 for 0. And the pitch high. Now, both pitchers have worked a pretty good 3rd inning so far for Walker Ray and now for Evans Williams. Gets a strike on that one. Two outs. The 1-1 pitch. Head on deep in the left, but the left fielder was playing deep. It's going to hang up in the air for the 3rd out in the inning. So no runs, 1 hits, no errors, no one left on base. And the score at the end of 3 complete innings of play, 4-4. We'll be back on the Jackson Christian Network after this.
It can be overwhelming to figure out what's best for your child, especially during middle and high school years. When it comes to education, you want a school that invests in your child, providing a place to belong, be challenged academically, and become well-rounded. A place where knowledgeable teachers, coaches, and administrators take the time to understand your child's unique gifts and to nurture them, providing them with both guidance and opportunities. A place where classmates build one another up and your child can excel in classroom, on stage, on the field, and in life. A place that provides community for your entire family as your child discovers passion and purpose on the journey to graduation and a meaningful life. If you're looking for a Christ-centered, accredited education, a place where your student and your family will belong, you'll find it at Jackson Christian. Learn more about the Jackson Christian family by visiting campus, where your child can experience a typical school day and meet other students. Call 731-300-4578 or email admissions@jcseagles.org to schedule your visit. Jackson Christian. Learn to lead, grow, and serve like Christ.
And we are back here for the top of the 4th. We've just been visited by a distinguished guest, Councilman David Sisko.
Always trying to make sure I got food.
That's right. He's a good grandfather, but he's a great human being, too. Swinging strike there. And Malachi Chavis at the plate. Swinging strike 2. And Chavis had a single his last time up. Facing a no ball, 2-strike count from Walker Ray. Got him on the curve, and we'll throw it around. The second strikeout's what I've got, Will.
Yep, sure is. Second strikeout of the night for both teams, but both of them coming from Walker.
Yep. Brody Wilson approaches the plate. I've got him at 1 for 2, a double, and he scored a run. Jake Cale, the catcher, on deck. Brody Wilson. First pitch, yeah, boy, that one was close, but it was a strike.
Yeah, Walker had a little bit of a slow start to this one with allowing 2 in the first 2, but last inning and this inning starting to show his rhythm. So
that one gets through the catcher's mitt there. You never did see the old catcher's mitt. They had a round pocket right in the middle. It didn't break, and you couldn't fold it like you can the new mitts. The 1-1 pitch from Walker Ray. Curveball, and again, he got another batter to kind of foul one off that he didn't want to swing at.
Yeah, that's kind of been his thing tonight. He's, I think that's the 3rd time it's happened tonight where they fouled off one they didn't want to swing at. So.
Yeah. Walker trying to aim at the bat. I'm teasing about that. He wanted to throw his curveball. 1-2 pitch on the way. Just missing, and the batter was tempted, got out there and stayed with it. Brody Wilson. Brody started that that double play at second last inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Drilled. Daniel Green, and Coach Teichman may need to be recruiting that young man.
Hey, that was a great reaction right there by Daniel Green to jump up and get it. It's hard to get it over him there with that kind of height.
I can see that. I would say, son, report to basketball next year.
He might get a call in the morning, come to the office.
2 outs in the inning, a strikeout now, the line drive, and Walker Ray getting help from his teammates is ready. That one is inside. Jake Cale, the catcher, 0 for 2. He was one of the victims of the hit the bat situation where the curveball hit the bat. And 2 balls now, as that one is low. Everybody at pretty well normal depth for the catcher, Jake Cale. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Just missing a borderline pitch, and it runs it to 3-0. I don't know if Sacred Heart uses the automatic take on 3-0 or if they give some people the green light. But here's the 3-0 pitch from Walker Ray, and that one's a strike. And I like this better. Softball the other day, the umpire had to make first it took him a light year to make a fist, and then he had to pull it down. And strike 2, and that'll run the count 3-2. On deck, Dalton McIntyre, the center fielder. So the 3-2 pitch, and this is the one you want McIntyre coming up with the bases empty in the next inning. 2 outs. Walker Ray's pitch. Curveball hit just foul, and if you watch the film closer, you can see the dust, not the chalk dust, but just the dust come up there.
That was really, really close right there. Would have been an interesting hit if it would have went fair. Would have gone on forever and ever, but.
Yeah, and Jake runs well for a catcher.
Yeah, he does run well for a catcher.
I'm not saying he's the fastest guy, but he runs well for a catcher. Always gives you a good effort. Tough young man, but he's like many of our scholarly players. He also makes good grades, I know. And that one, a foul tip. And, of course, it was a curve and going down, and Wyatt Jones made a good effort. If he catches it and holds it, it would have been strike 3.
Yeah.
So we'll do the 3-2 over again.
Walker's done a great job fighting back in this from 3-0 to 3-2 now.
Yeah, hadn't he done a great job? Just missing.
Close.
Cale thought about it, and that brings up McIntyre, the left-handed hitter. He has walked and been on with an error. He has scored once in the contest. Jackson Hill on deck. the big first baseman for them. Got two fine first basemen in this game. Daniel Green holding the runner on. Here's the pitch. Outside, they say. Center fielder Alden Holland shading McIntyre to pull. Right fielder a couple of steps towards the line, straight away. Well, actually, a couple of steps for they're playing McIntyre's a pull hitter. And the excuse me swing, but he is quick getting down that line, and he is going to be safe. And Chance came in on it. There, you can't fault him. Dalton McIntyre's got some wheels.
Yeah, that was really quick right there. He just a little dribbler right there, but he was able to get to first base, showing off his speed.
Yep, score that one a hit. It's a single, infield single. And that brings up Jackson Hill, who walked in the first, flied out to center in the second. Runners in scoring position. And you hear the umpire. I will trust his judgment on that one. It's a good thing we're not calling the game from the first baseline here.
It's a good thing.
Because I might have called that one a strike. But the umpire is right in this case. One ball pitch with two runners on and two outs. And that one went behind him a little bit. And safe sliding in. A good effort to even make a play on it. Now the bad news is they have runners at second and third. And Jackson Hill has a 2-ball, no strike count, which is definitely a hitter's count.
Yep.
They may turn him loose on this one. I bet he's got the green light.
He's going to take a big chop.
Yep, see if it's something he likes. And it's outside 3-0. Jackson Hill, like we said, he's walked and flied to center field. And I think they're going to put him on, and that's not a bad decision. You save a pitch out of the deal there. And the batter is Ethan Snyder. He's the designated hitter. Grounded out his last time up. He's actually 0 for 2, even though he was on with an error. It counts as a plate appearance against you. Swinging strike one.
Good start right there.
Yep.
This is a need to get it out here to get us out of this inning clean. Keep it tie game.
Pitch hit. It's high in the sky, but our left fielder is under it. Everett Wells makes the catch for the third out in the inning, and he did a good job of playing that one. 3 outs, no runs, and 1 hit, 2 men left on base. Going into the bottom of the fourth, it's tied at 4. We'll be back on the Jackson Christian Sports Network after this.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
And we are back for the bottom of the fourth. After an exciting first 2 innings of scoring, we've now had good defensive baseball, strikeouts, and 3 goose eggs up on the board.
It's been quite the tale of 2 different games right here. First 2 high scoring, second 2 so far have been goose eggs. So interesting game to watch.
It is. Did you ever read The Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens?
I read that like 3 weeks ago.
Holy cow.
Yeah. In English class.
We are educated and articulate here at Jackson Christian. And Daniel Green with the Big Show's music coming up there, and he's already in the field been a big show. And he takes that one outside. Daniel Green, a fine young man, popped out his first time up. That was one of those that almost needed an in-flight movie before it came down. Drilled off the third baseman's glove. It's a base hit, trust me, folks. He's going to round first. Let's see if he tries for two. He's going to go into second, standing up with a double. Daniel Green, you know, he went on a double streak a couple of weeks ago, too, hitting a bunch of them.
Yeah, he normally either strikes out or hits a double. That's kind of his thing, you know. I've noticed over the games I've watched, he's either hitting a double. He's hitting doubles more than you think now.
And Carson Holt, the designated hitter, flew out. I got to ask, is Carson kin to you?
He is. He's my cousin.
I just learned that, well, about a week ago, but we hadn't been able to work a baseball game because we've had soccer and we've had softball. And you'll be at soccer. I'll be at softball on Thursday. Lots of things happening here at Jackson Christian. And he hits one on the ground. First baseman gets it, but he will advance the runner. The one thing he did well is if you're going to hit it on the ground like that, always hit it where you can advance that runner to third base. One out in the inning and a runner. Now it increases your odds of scoring.
Yep.
Sacrifice fly, error, ground out, pass ball, wild pitch. Harrison Jones up there. Yeah, he hit one hard the last time he was up, but unfortunately the shortstop and for the Sacred Heart people, fortunately, made a great play on it.
Mm-hmm, yeah, they really did. He's done a great job hitting so far these last couple of games.
And that one outside. You know, again, I'm not coaching and I'm not telling Chase what to do. Do you think that he might have a squeeze button? Probably not, but this young man's a pretty good bunter. And there's one fouled off to even the count at 1-1. Trouble is, on a suicide squeeze, if you miss, the runner's a dead duck. Now, you could have a safety squeeze, but I think that Harrison's hitting away right now. He can work you for a walk. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Evan Williams on the mound for Sacred Heart. The curveball outside, so it runs it to 2-1.
In a good position to extend this lead right here.
Sure, base hit, error. They're playing in on the infield. They being Sacred Heart. Here's the pitch from Williams. Outside 3-1. And to my left, one of the greatest second basemen in high school history. And ask him, and I guarantee our fine athletic director, Coach Shelton. Actually, he's even better at being a nice guy.
Wow.
Here's the pitch. Outside gets away. Runner holds, but we add a base runner. And I know that for a fact that he played second base and was good. He's a big old second baseman, though, too.
Oh, yeah. That's a big old second baseman right there.
And, of course, he was associated with the late Don Meyer. And I know he treasures his memories of Coach Meyer as I do. Looks like Judson Powers, the pitching coach, will go out and have a little talk with Avery Bradford coming up there and only 1 out. Avery can bunt. Mm-hmm. Now, he is a master bunter.
This is where you can see the bunt. He is the man to bunt on right here. He lays him down perfectly, and he's quick enough to beat him out. So could see something interesting here.
Wow. Coach Bullard and Coach McLean work with the runner at third. Coach Todd Lumley, who was a head coach for so many years at Peabody before retiring from the public schools, and another all-around good guy. And we've got 3 of the finest people, and I can't wait. I know sometimes Dave Wade can't be there during basketball. Coach Bullard, one of the great color men of all time. Coach Bullard's got some terms and phrases.
Oh, yeah, he does.
And people, I don't know if you ever saw him play baseball down at Freed Hardeman. His name is still in the record books in several places. Now, Josh Sears is doing everything he can at Freed to erase some of those, but Josh Sears, a major league prospect. Here's Avery Bradford, who just happened to have signed with Freed Hardeman and will have a chance to compete for that starting shortstop job next year as Dylan Lott graduates. This one in the ground, and the catcher, that's the worst place for the catcher is when it gets under you like that.
Yeah, and you lose it. You don't know where it's at. You're looking around for it.
And your pitcher and hopefully somebody from the dugout is screaming as loud as they can at you when that happens. 1 ball, no strikes. Avery Bradford, slightly open stance. That one is the 55-footer, and now we're going to score standing up. There won't even be a play at the plate. We have taken the lead back 5-4 as Daniel Green crosses the plate. And, of course, the runner advances to second, Harrison Jones. And now Avery Bradford, who is 1 for 1. He got hit with a pitch the last time up. They are definitely playing him to pull. 2 balls, no strikes, a runner at second. Williams looks and comes to the plate, and this one is in the ground again, 3 balls. Now, Evan Williams, who looked good, has struggled with a couple of hitters in this inning.
Yeah, you see, he started off really hot. Hasn't had a strikeout yet all game, but has pitched very well.
The 3-0 pitch. Let's see if they green light Bradford. And they did. Let's see what happens with it. It's up there. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's out of here. A 2-run home run, and he got it all.
That was an absolute tank right there. I figured it was going right when it hit the bat, man. That was a heck of a hit by Avery.
And Mr. Wilson, we need a new baseball. And we play with Wilson baseballs in high school play. Hopefully Mr. Wilson's got it. No, we've got a whole bunch of brand new white apples down there.
Oh, yeah.
And that really does increase the lead now. You have a 7-4 lead. And you have to give the catcher credit, Jake Cale, going out to talk to his young pitcher. But that also brings up Walker Ray, who's got to feel a little more comfortable. And I think that, this second time in the inning, Coach Barlow will make the change. And let's see what we'll have to watch all this because it'll be a whole lot of changes. Now, we know that Evan Williams is an infielder, but he can play outfield. And we see a couple of changes. Now, is that going to be Jackson Hill go to the mound? Okay, Jackson Hill now pitching. And I would say that Evans Williams probably will go to second base. We'll need to check the first and third baseman. My guess is probably the third baseman goes to first. That is number 5, and that's Jude Bullard. He'll go to first base. This is tough, though. You're on the field, and you've not thrown any in the bullpen, and you get the standard amount of warm-up pitches. So Jackson Hill, now there are no runners on, but 7 runs and 9 hits given up by Evan Williams. We'll have those totals a little later, but 7 runs, 9 hits. Now, Jackson Hill comes on. He does not have to deal with any leftover runners. Looks like he's got the standard pitches, fastball, curve, changeup.
Yep.
Jackson Hill's a junior. He's a right-handed pitcher, also plays first base. They've got him listed infielder. I'm sure he can play any infield position, but his specialty is first base. We're leading 7 runs, 9 hits. We've committed 3 errors, 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Sacred Heart. And of course, they've not scored in the last 2 innings. We didn't score in the third, but we've had a nice 3-run explosion. You like that. I can tell by the look on your face.
I was ready to see that one go.
And, of course, I see our great statistician, Greg Armstrong, getting his picture taken over, or actually he's talking to somebody and they're holding the photo.
Seems like talking to somebody over there.
I think we ought to make Coach Shelton do some color with you during the 5th inning. And the first pitch is a ball from Jackson Hill. I wonder if he's still standing where he is at the end of this inning. I'm going to put in a request to see if he'll do that. Swinging strike 2, or strike 1, because it's 1-1 with 1 out. Hill throwing the fastball in there. And that'll be his major pitch. Uses curve to throw people on. That one had a little bend to it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The hitter is Walker Ray towards the back of the box. He's pitching today. And this one hit into the outfield. It'll get down. And I should have mentioned that is Walker's 3rd hit, according to my book.
Yeah, it is. He's had 3 singles on the night now.
And that'll run that batting average up. And I'm going to look off for a minute. Hey, we need a good color man for the 5th inning to work with Will. You know one? With Will. No, I'm talking about you. And we are trying to talk Coach Shelton into being Will's color man in the 5th inning.
You're talking about play-by-play. You ain't talking about color.
No, I was talking about color. He's the play-by-play man in the 5th.
Man.
Yeah, he does an inning every ball game. Coach Shelton's going to sit in. We've got a real treat coming here.
Big dog in the house.
That's right. The runner, Collins, on first for Walker Ray as we use the courtesy runner. And a swinging strike as at the plate is number 19, Alden Holland, who has 2 singles on the day. Alden also has a couple of big catches out in center field, too.
He's done a great job in center field so far.
And takes that one high. 1 ball, 1 strike, a runner on first. Jace McLean coaching down at 3rd. Todd Lumley at first. Coach Bullard in the dugout. Of course, we're looking forward to spring football practice, too. Swinging strike, 2. And I'm going to tell you what, Alden uncorked on that one.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely swinging for the fences on that one, and he definitely wants to get one right here to try to extend this lead even further.
Yes. 7-4, Jackson Christian School with the lead. And there's a fouled off, hanging tough at 1-2 with that runner on first. And, folks, it'll be a treat. And Coach Shelton, he did play baseball. That's for real. And he was probably the biggest second baseman I know in his league.
Most definitely.
Also a pretty good basketball player in his day, too. Got to work with the late Don Meyer. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Hill on the way. And got him reaching, but you can't run to first because it's already occupied, so it's just a strikeout. Second out of the inning. Brings up Everett Wells, who's 1 for 1, got hit with a pitch back in the first. Two outs. Jackson Hill on in relief. There's the pitch with the runner running. The throw down to second, late, and got a great jump. Collins with the advancement there on the stolen base. Yeah, he is quick. You were right.
He is quick. I've seen it on the football field for myself, but a little bit good steal right there.
Absolutely. Now the pitcher wants the catcher to come out. I think they're going to have to go over the signs because you change them when there's a runner on second. And wise by Jackson Hill to make sure. Now, I don't know that I'm up to date. I've got Hill now with 10 pitches.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes me feel better. I am right. 1 ball pitch just about to come to the plate. And a swinging strike 1 to Everett Wells. And again, folks, you need to call 5 friends because if we can get him in here, you are in for a treat now because this young man that's coming in to work with Will, he's going to do color. Will's going to do the play-by-play. He knows sports, and he's been involved in all of them. And he's a big St. Louis Cardinal fan, I believe. The 1-1 pitch getting ready to come to the plate. And that one inside. Love that center field shot by Worthy Road Studios. Good picture of Jackson Hill right there to see that score, 7-4. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, a runner at second base. Hill checks the runner, comes to the plate, and a swinging strike 2. That looked like it had a little bend in it. And when I say bend, had somebody ask me, Coach, we think you're talking about a curveball. Yes, I am. Some people used to call them benders and stuff. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, a runner at second. Not quite the official Deuces Wild that, of course, out at Pringles Park and then the ballpark Jackson, when you're scoring, they ring a bell when it gets to the Deuces Wild situation. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Oh. Swinging strike 3. And that ends the inning. But I tell you what we did do. We came up with 3 big runs and have taken the lead 7-4. We'll be back for the 5th. Will Cisco and Coach Jason Shelton in the top of the 5th.
This is Lee Johnson.
And this is Jason Lockridge from Southern Capital Advisors.
We're thankful for the Jackson Christian family and are honored to help lay a foundation that will build our community for years to come.
Welcome to Southern Capital Field, and go Eagles.
And we are back here at Jackson Christian in the top of the 5th inning. I am your play-by-play man just for this one, Will Cisco, and with me, Coach Shelton doing some color with me. We've got Walker Ray on the mound, and leading off this one will be Shane Bastabell, who is 1 for 2 on the night, and the first pitch is going to be fouled off.
Will's been a good night to watch some baseball.
It sure has. Big hit by Avery right there to give us the lead and extend it a little bit, so nice little cushion.
Yeah, we gave him a few early, and they've been able to get back into it.
The pitch from Walker going to be a little bit outside, bounce right there, bounce outside, and we are going to be 1-1 with the count to start this one off. Walker waiting the signals from Wyatt Jones. The pitch is going to be low and outside a little bit right there too, so that's going to make the count 2-1 here. From the windup again. The pitch going to be close right there.
Close on that one.
Yeah, a little bit close right there. Going to be right at the knees of Shane Bastable.
I think Wyatt does a pretty good job of trying to frame pitches, give him an opportunity to get some strikes.
That pitch going to be hit to the shortstop, Avery Bradford. He's going to take the 1 hop and throw it to first base and barely get the out right there. Good stretch by Daniel Green to get the first out of the inning.
Daniel has fallen into the world that I fell into in high school, that you're too tall, they move you off of where you really want to play, and you end up playing first base. Not that Daniel didn't want to play first, but he's done a good job, learned how to stretch, learned how to make some plays, had that good play on the line drive down the line a couple of innings ago.
Yeah, he's done a great job using his big frame to stretch out and catch balls that most people couldn't. So 1 out now in the inning. That one going to be inside for the first ball right there of this count. Batting for Sacred Heart, number 4, Graydon Dillon, the left fielder. He is 0 for 2, getting on with an error in the first inning. That pitch going to be inside and low a little bit for ball 2.
I think Walker's been a little frustrated with a couple of calls this inning, but I do think the guy's been pretty consistent all night.
Yeah, yes, he has been very consistent. Great umpire team here. That's going to be a strike right down the middle right there for a 2-1 count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. 4-7 your score. The Eagles are ahead. That one going to be hit high into left field. Everett Wells going to get under that one for the second out of the inning. Easy fly out for the Eagles.
Everett did a good job right there. I've noticed a few different times, not getting on him too much. Everett has a tendency that on that first, when the ball comes off the bat, he'll take a couple of steps in. That time he kind of waited a little bit, took a step back, able to make a good read on it and make a play. Didn't put himself in a bad spot.
Oh, yeah. So 2 outs here.
It's a good pitch.
That one going to be right down the pipe right there for the first strike. So 0-1 the count here. Batting for Sacred Heart, this will be Jude Bullard, who is 0 for 2 on the night.
Another good one. Ooh.
That one's going to be close, but it's going to be call it inside right there for ball 1. So 1-1 the count.
Had a little break on it. I thought he was going to get back over the plate.
Yeah, so did I. It was a great pitch walker, holding on to his curveballs like he normally does.
That's nice.
That one's going to be good. That's going to be strike 2 there. So 1-2 the count. Pitcher's count right here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. And that'll be nice. Swinging strike 3 to end the inning. So 3rd strikeout of the day for Walker Ray, and at the end of the top of the 5th inning, 4-7, still your score. Eagles are ahead, and we'll be right back with the bottom of the 5th right after this. And we are back here at Jackson Christian for the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-7 your score. Jackson Hill still on the mound for Sacred Heart. He did a great job in the last inning. And leading off for the Eagles, I believe we will have Chance King. Yes, we will. Chance King will be leading off for the Eagles tonight. He is 1 for 2 on the night, getting a single in the 1st inning.
Well, we're getting a chance to watch a little baseball here tonight while we're getting ready for these guys to come up to bat. I know our middle school baseball team starts their tournament tomorrow. They're playing here at 5:30 in the 1st round, and then if they win that one, they'll play again here on Wednesday afternoon about 4 o'clock. So might be an opportunity for some folks that around town to see those young kids play in their tournament.
Most definitely need to come out and support the younger Eagles. So first pitch here in the bottom of the 5th will be a low ball, going to hit the plate for ball 1.
Chance got a hold of that one in the 1st inning down the line. Pretty sure ended up driving in 1 or 2. I'm not sure what it was. I forget how many guys we had on. But that was a big hit for him.
That one going to be fouled off, out of play for the Eagles. So the 1-1 your count here.
Helped get us back in the – had a couple of errors there in the 1st and dug ourselves a hole and helped get us back in it there in the 1st inning. That always makes it easier on the pitcher going back out.
1-1 the count. The pitch going to be low and outside again. Bounce, a little bouncer right there, and going to make the count 2-1.
Now this is his 2nd inning of work here, the guy pitching, correct? Did he come in last inning?
He came in last inning to relieve the pitcher earlier, Evan Williams, who pitched for the rest of the game. That one going to be strike 2, going to hit the outside a little bit, and 2-2 is going to be your count here, so Chance got to hit anything close.
Definitely seems to be trying to keep it low and away from Chance King right here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give Chance an opportunity to rip this one.
Oh, he held on to it.
Wow. So the tip-off there will be caught by the catcher, and that will be the first out of the inning. So now up to bat for the Eagles will be the sophomore Wyatt Jones. He's done a great job catching for us tonight. He's 0 for 2 on the night so far. So that one going to be hit high. Fly ball into left field. Left fielder's going to be very deep on that one, and it's going to be an out right there, fly out to the left fielder.
Wyatt has now hit 3 balls on the nose tonight. He just happened to hit them right at somebody every time. But he's seeing the ball pretty well, seems like, right now. Hopefully, if that doesn't add up to something tonight, maybe he can carry that into tomorrow to help out a little bit. But he has stung the ball hard 3 times.
Yeah, he's got two fly balls to the left fielder, 1 to the right fielder. So he's been keeping it in play, which is always good, better than striking out. So up to bat for the Eagles, the freshman Daniel Green, who had that big double in the last inning. That one going to be low and inside for ball 1. So from the windup, Hill going to look for the inside right there, and it's going to be outside a little bit, so that'll be ball 2 for Daniel Green.
Daniel stands every bit of 6'4", if not 6'5".
Yeah.
Kind of gives you a big strike zone.
Oh, it definitely does. That's his one disadvantage, but he can really rip it if he gets a hold of it. So pitcher going to step off right here, take a little moment to get the signal sorted out.
I think we're questioning the umpires to where that pitch was.
Yeah, most definitely. It was definitely a close pitch, but so from the windup, Hill going to be inside right there for ball 3. So 3-0 the count. Don't think we'll see much swinging right here, but
I think let's try to get a guy on and give Carson Holt a chance to get up. I'd say he's probably taking one for sure. I don't know if our umpire may have heard about all from the dugout he wants to listen to for a few minutes.
Hill from the windup, 3-0 the count. That one's going to be a little bit too high for ball 4, so Daniel Green will advance to first base, bringing up Carson Holt, the DH, to try to get a big hit here and get some runners in scoring position.
Carson's dealt with a couple of arm injuries this time. Same thing, it's kind of taken him in and out of the lineup a few times, and I'd love to get him an opportunity to get his rhythm timing at the plate as they're heading into the postseason here in the last week or so.
So first pitch going to be outside for ball 1. Daniel Green on first base, taking a little bit of a lead on that one. Carson is 0 for 2 on the night with a fly out and a ground out. That one going to be very high for ball 2, and Daniel Green is going to go to second base on the pass ball. Easy stand-up steal right there.
Yeah, Carson had that grounder to the left side, or to the right side the other last inning. Helped move the runner over to third. They'd end up scoring eventually. And a productive out, as I would say.
Most definitely got us a easy little score and put us up more than we are. So we're going to have a little coach, pitcher, catcher meeting on the mound.
We seem to be having a lot of discussion with the umpires at this point, on behind the plate and out in the field for the coach.
A lot more umpire discussion than I expected right there.
He seems to be questioning a few things. I think there is some discussion about the strike zone and where it has been here in the last inning or so. Definitely this inning for the pitcher. I think definitely the last at bat with Daniel, there were a few that they were questioned a little bit.
But last at bat, there definitely were some very close balls and strikes on that one, especially the pitch that he got walked on. It was a little bit high.
We've had 6 straight balls at this point, and they have questioned that at least 3 of them were for strikes.
So runner on second. That one's going to be outside for ball 3, I believe. So 3-0 the count. Like you said, 7 straight balls right here.
Having a hard time finding the zone.
Did a great job getting them out of that last inning when we hit that home run.
There it is.
That's going to be strike 1, so that's going to end the strike drought right there. So 3-1 your count, 2 outs, 7-4. Eagles still ahead in the bottom of the 5th inning.
I'd like to see him hit this one where it's pitched. That outside pitch, just take it right down the left field line. There's a lot of grass out there in left field.
Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a strike on the swing right there. Don't think that was the pitch they wanted, because he immediately threw his hands up after it.
Yeah, I don't think he got crossed up a little bit right there. I don't think that was the pitch he thought was coming.
Most definitely.
Because he was standing up to a fastball. He was looking breaking balls.
He was definitely looking breaking ball. He was not ready for a fastball right there.
That's true.
But going to get the strike anyway. So 3-2 the count, 2 outs. Going to see something here. And he's going to step off right there and get Daniel back on second base.
Maybe he was just
Hold him on.
Maybe he didn't like as much jump as he got on the last pitch. 'Cause I don't think he looked back at him too many times.
No, I don't think he looked back at him at all. Maybe one time on that. So
they're trying to hold him a little closer before this one.
Hold here with the pitch, and that's going to be high for ball 4. So we're going to have runners on first and second. 2 walks in a row, and that'll bring up Harrison Jones, the second baseman, who is 0 for 1 on the night, but walking and scoring in the last inning.
Yeah, had a great at-bat, last at-bat to keep the inning going. Gave Avery an opportunity to come up in that inning and take one out for 3 runs.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Big lead from Daniel Green at second base. And that one's going to go for a foul ball. Not really sure. Took a swing at it. I thought I heard the bat go, but that's going to be strike 1 either way.
I thought so too. I thought he tipped that. I heard something. It was either that or they caught the catcher's mitt, which I don't think he did.
He hit something.
Yep.
So 0-1 the count here. Hill from the stretch. Decent side lead from Daniel Green. That one going to be high as well for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Harrison's done a great job these past couple of games. I've noticed hitting. He's had a great job getting on base. And he had the big walk-off against USJ a couple weeks back.
That is right. He is gone.
So Green's going to steal right there, and he's going to get caught at third base with the 3rd out of the inning. So unfortunate right there, trying to get a steal on the windup, but it's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. So after 5, your score, Eagles 7, Sacred Heart 4, and we will be back at the top of the 6th inning here.
Teachers, coaches, and administrators take the time to understand your child's unique gifts and to nurture them, providing them with both guidance and opportunities. A place where classmates build one another up and your child can excel in classroom, on stage, on the field, and in life. A place that provides community for your entire family as your child discovers passion and purpose on the journey to graduation and a meaningful life. If you're looking for a Christ-centered, accredited education, a place where your student and your family will belong, you'll find it at Jackson Christian. Learn more about the Jackson Christian family by visiting campus, where your child can experience a typical school day and meet other students. Call 731-300-4578 or email admissions@jcseagles.org to schedule your visit. Jackson Christian. Learn to lead, grow, and serve like Christ.
And we are back. As we come back, Malachi Chavis hit with the first pitch. We lead 7-4. That was fun. I know all of y'all will enjoy that. Will does such a great job with his play-by-play. And our special guest color man, the athletic director here, Jason Shelton. What a trip Coach Shelton is.
Yeah.
He knows his baseball, though.
Yeah, he sure does. Give a lot of insight right there.
No outs in the inning. Runner at first. And we step off. The hitter is Brody Wilson, wearing number 9. I believe Brody is at third base now.
Yes, he is. He's at third, and Jackson Hill's done a great job pitching for Sacred Heart.
And a throw over to first. Trying to keep he was close because he can run, and of course Daniel Green on over at first base. And I heard, is he 6'5" instead of 6'4"?
I think he's 6'5". That's the last time I heard him weighed in. That might just be a little gift they give him on the on the weigh-in and height days. But last I heard, he was 6'5", and he's definitely close.
Yeah, and I got the parabolic mic on now for sure. I thought I'd hit it twice. Outside for ball one. Walker's pitch count. I don't think he's going to be able to finish the game, though. And I'll tell you why. I've got 93 pitches unofficially for his.
Yeah, that's going to be rough to finish out these last 2 innings.
And that should run it up to, well, actually, he's got 95 pitches officially now. 95 officially with a 2-ball, no strike count, a runner at first. 3-run lead for Jackson Christian. And this time just the quick toss over there. It wasn't from the stretch. Trying to keep Chavis, who has good speed. We saw that on the basketball floor a couple of times this year. Here's the pitch to the plate. Drilled. It'll be a base hit. And Brody Wilson has a base hit there. So runners at first and second. And like I said, that puts a very speedy man in scoring position. Brings up Jake Kale, the catcher.
Now batting number 27, Jake Kale.
And what do you have Jake at today, Will?
He is currently 0 for 2. He walked in the last inning. He has grounded out the first 2 innings of this game.
Chavis drawing a lot of attention. And Jake spins to drive him back. There was no pickoff on because neither. And you do not have to throw through to second. Believe it or not, I had one of our listeners that really doesn't know baseball one time told me, Coach, you're wrong. They have to throw to second. No, not. First is the only one on the pickoff move you have to throw to. This one drilled out into left center field. Getting over like he always does, Alden Holland, and nobody wants to challenge Alden's arm on that one.
Nobody gonna take the risk on that one, and that's gonna keep us where we're at here.
Yep, first and second with now 1 out, but a young man that can tie this game up with 1 swing of the bat, Dalton McIntyre. I only have him at 1 for 2.
Yeah, me too. I have him at 1 for 2. He walked in the first, got on with an error in the second inning, and in the fourth he got a good base hit.
And here comes Chase McLean out. Let's check pitches. I've got 97 pitches. You're only allowed 110. You can finish a hitter. If the 110 hits during a hitter, you can finish that hitter. Now, again, they have someone that counts these pitches officially, and Will's usually right on with these pitches.
Usually.
Well, every once in a while with the many changes and folks doing play-by-play, it's not easy to keep up with you can keep your scorebook, but keeping up with the pitches and extra duty stuff. And I know everybody out there listening will want to go back and hear Coach Jason Shelton do color. And now he didn't tell you about his high school career, did he?
He didn't go in depth there.
Okay. Well, someday when I got more time, we'll tell you. McIntyre hits with that front foot slightly open. And we throw him outside, and Wyatt Jones comes up with it, comes out of there. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, but 2 runners on. We have a 3-run lead. You always pitch to McIntyre very carefully. Young man will have a junior college scholarship. And this one low. Now, I haven't talked to any scouts recently because most of them are guys that just scout college guys almost exclusively. I've seen it Freed Hardeman or either run into them. And there are some people looking at this young man, though, but he has already signed for junior college. 2-ball pitch coming. Fouled off, and he had a rip, and he wanted that one back.
Yeah, he knew he could have taken that one, and you can see right there he really wish he had that one back and could do it over again, but that's life and that's how it's going to go, so 2-1 the count.
Yep, and he'll have to concentrate on the 2-1 pitch. Walker Ray wants to get another strike or a ground out or a pop-up. Ray into the stretch, coming to the plate. And that one is drilled to center field, and they were playing him to pull, so 1 run will score. Alden will come up throwing, and they'll throw it in to a cutoff man and try to cut him off. But they did get Chavis home and cut into that lead. Dalton McIntyre, very, very tough hitter. He's on second. Brody Wilson is on third with 1 out. Infield's going to go ahead and give the run for the out. The score is 7-5. Jackson Christian with that 2-run lead. And Jackson Hill, who's now the pitcher, can help himself, Will.
Yeah, he definitely can. Big hit right here would put them in a good spot.
Drilled, and he did help himself. 1 run has crossed the plate. 2 is streaking, and he'll go into second with a stand-up double, and we've got a tie ball game.
Just got a lot more interesting here with those 2 big back-to-back hits. Runner on second base now, so in scoring position, 7-7 the score, but that was right over the third baseman's head.
Yeah, and there wasn't much that Chance King could do about that one.
Yeah, there wasn't much he could do. Gave a good effort hopping up there to get it, but it's just sometimes out of your reach.
102 pitches, and with only 8 left, they'll probably make a pitching change here. And is this JT coming on, Favera?
Yes, it is.
JT Favera, who has helped in several ball games, and he pitched a whale of a game for 5 innings over at USJ the other day, but unfortunately all the wheels came off the bus in the 6th.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes it just falls apart at certain points in the game, but this is put in an interesting spot here with 1 out, runner on second base, I believe, right?
Yep.
And have to come in here and try to get these last 2 in a tie game. It's going to be an interesting spot to see if he can get us out of it, but if there's a guy who can do it, it is JT.
And, of course, 7 runs on the board on 7 hits for Sacred Heart, 7 runs on 10 hits, with 3 errors for Jackson Christian. And we'll move our people around a little bit. Obviously, Avery Bradford will stay at second. Walker Ray will move to third. He's got a good cannon of an arm, although it's got to be tired after throwing 102 pitches. And Chance King should move to the outfield. That's usually what happens. And, of course, JT, most of the time a very good reliever. Hopefully he was getting to throw in the bullpen a little bit because it is tough just coming out there.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is one of the most difficult parts. I did think he got some work in the bullpen. I saw him leave for a moment. I didn't know if he was coming in or not, but he should have got some work in the bullpen before this one.
I would say Chance King, just and watching the way he's running, is in right field now.
Yeah, Chance in right, Alden in center still.
He'll have to pitch from the stretch. Now, the runner at second still is the property, though, of Walker Ray, for those of you that like to figure runs and earned run average and things like that. Here's the pitch, hit on the ground. It's foul. Now, Judson Powers tried to help it be a fair ball, but with helping the umpire call. Home plate umpire's got the best look of anybody. He's looking right down that line. And of course, I got to see one of my favorite basketball players, and I have many, but she played for me, so she's special. Luann Holt, who was Luann Cisco, over to the side, and there's a ball outside a curve, 1-1. And Will, you were a good shooter, but your aunt was a better shooter.
She was probably a little bit better than me.
Son, like I said, you were good. She was great.
Yeah.
And had the pleasure of coaching her. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swinging strike. JT took a little off of it. JT Favera, I know earlier, and she is still here, his grandmother, Betsy Favera, she always goes home and watches these games too. And we are glad Miss Betsy used to be a teacher, and so did his late grandfather. And the curve gets away from the catcher. It bounced, and now that runner's on third with 1 out. So we need the strikeout or the pop-up in the infield. And, of course, No, his parents are very proud of JT. Tough situation, though. He inherited a runner on second with only one out and a pretty good hitter, and Ethan Snyder, the designated hitter up there. Here's the 2-2 pitch, fouled off. Headed towards the bullpen or the softball field, where I hate to report that the Lady Eagles lost a tough one to AAA Dyer County 1-0, and they had their ace on the mound today. Dyer County did.
Yeah, well-fought game, 1-0.
Yeah, we're proud. Will and I like doing our softball games too. Just missing, runs the count 3-2, and I'm sure JT would have loved to have had that pitch.
Yeah, that's the one that could have been the nail in the coffin right there. Put him in a much better position with 2 outs and a man on third. Don't want to let him on here with 3-2.
Oh, you're right, Will. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Drilled to the third baseman. Walker Ray's coming to the plate. Woo-hoo! They got him. He tried to
tag.
He tried to leapfrog it, and where our catcher, Wyatt Jones, lifted it. And so that's a fielder's choice. That'll put Snyder on first. Second out, getting Jackson Hill on a 5-2. That's the third baseman to catcher. And 2 outs, plus you also erased the man that was in easy scoring position. Much harder to score a runner from first.
Yeah, that was a great decision by Walker. Put us in a much better position, kept the game tied.
Here's one hit out into the center field, and Holland couldn't get to that one, so now they've got runners on first and second. That was Shane Bastable. So first and second with 2 outs, and I will let you tell them what Graydon Dillon has done tonight.
Graydon Dillon is currently 0 for 3. He did get on in the first inning with an error to the second baseman. So did have a decent hit, but no official hits on the night.
Graydon Dillon wears 4. Grant Dillon wears 23. In between them will be Jude Bullard, who's now at first base. Here's the pitch from Favera, swinging strike. But 2 outs, which is so important in this inning. Even though there is a run in scoring position. Left-handed hitting, Graydon Dillon up there. Favera's got, well, he had the signal. He evidently didn't like it or wanted to check the runner. He steps off. No ball, 1 strike count with 2 outs and 2 runners on. Favera comes to the plate, out in the outfield. Not deep, shortstop gets it. Avery Bradford ends the threat. Unfortunately, they score 3 big runs and tie this game up. And at the end of 5.5 innings of play, it's all tied 7-all on the Jackson Christian Sports Network. We'll be back for the exciting bottom of the 6th after this.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
And we are back, and Will, positioning of our batting order, we got to do something here. We got the 9th hitter and then the top of the lineup.
Yep, this is we really need to get something big here, being at the top of the lineup right here, because there's only 2 more at-bats for us in this game unless we get an extra inning. So this is really where we need to score to get a little cushion and get a little lead.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, Jackson Hill has pitched well for them after coming on in relief. That one a ball. He's thrown a lot of fastballs. We'll try to get a pitch count on him here in just a moment. 7-all. Here's one drilled up the middle,
yes.
Takes the big hop, And that's not an error. The shortstop had to go a long way, and we are going to score it a base hit.
Good start right there for the Eagles in this one. He gets on base. Took a nasty hop off the mound, which was the reason it was able to get all the way through.
Yes, it did. Harrison Jones with the base hit. And he is now 1 for 3, has scored a run. That brings up Avery Bradford. And, of course, Bradford, he got that big double, then he was hit by a pitch. Then he lost one for him, a home run. And we need a hit now. And here goes the runner stealing, and they call the strike, but he had it made, and that's a stand-up steal for Harrison Jones. Don't know what went wrong, whether somebody missed a sign or possible the pitcher did not check the first base runner.
Yeah, possibility. He left as soon as the pitching motion started, so there was no chance of catching him, but way to continue it and throw the strike.
Well, that puts a runner in scoring position. 1 strike on Avery Bradford, the Freed Hardeman signee. Senior this year, open stance, left-handed hitter, being played to pull. Here's the 0-1 pitch, curveball, hit up in the air, but it won't get out of here, but it's going to be deep. It's caught. The runner will tag, and the throw will be cut off by the shortstop. So Bradford advances the runner. The only bad thing is we have 2 outs. Or actually 1 out. Let me rephrase that, because that was just the second hitter. 1 out. So now we have the runner. We'll record the sac fly here. And Harrison Jones at third base. He represents the go-ahead run.
Yeah, he sure does. That's the one we need right there on third base. Now, even though Avery did fly out to center field, that puts him in third base, which means pretty much anything will get us the lead here.
Yeah. And Jackson Hill steps off. Now, Hill is the pitcher of record for – no, they're going to appeal the tag up. I seriously doubt they will call him out.
They didn't.
And
I think they think he left early.
Yeah.
But he definitely tagged up and stayed at the base.
Oh, this is a quick young man. Sometimes those quick guys, you think they leave early, they don't. 1 out, Walker Ray with a chance. Now, he is no longer the pitcher of record because it's a tie score. So JT Favera plus Jackson Hill will both be the pitchers of record now. And we will play baseball again here in a second.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, Walker Ray back in there, and Hill appears in to get his sign. Going to pitch out of the stretch and keep an eye on that runner. And they're playing in. Infield drawn in. Now, that's great if they hit one in your reach, but it also increases the territory that a bullet could get through, too. And, of course, McIntyre has crept in a step or two, and Walker Ray's got good power. Swinging strike. So 1-1 with 1 out and a runner on third. And now I see McIntyre backing up a step.
Yeah, this is a big at-bat right here.
It really is, because this is your third place hitter, only he's batting second tonight. He hits third some. On the ground, back to the pitcher. And that time the pitcher was able to knock it down and pounce on it, and that was to their advantage. So 2 outs in the inning. You've got that runner on third, and it now falls on Alden Holland's shoulders. I've got Holland, at 2 for 3, right?
Yes, 2 for 3, strikeout in the fourth, and big hits in the first and second inning. This is one of the guys you want up here in a situation like this with 2 outs and a leading run on first base.
Just wants to get on. But we'll take the big hit. Curveball, that one was destined to be outside, but long before it ever got to the plate.
Oh, yeah.
See a great shot there of Alden Holland, the senior. He also kicked a few footballs.
A couple of them.
Yep. That one, the bender for a strike. They like to throw the curve to him. I believe if you set one up on a tee, I believe he could kick one out of here, couldn't he?
He most definitely could. He's got a leg on him.
Unfortunately, we're playing the wrong game. He can't kick the baseball out of here. But a good hitter. Foul this one off, and he's in the hole now and got to guard the plate.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be in this situation. Going to be a rough one to get out here for Alden.
Big thing is get on, keep the inning going.
Biggest thing.
Outfield, normal depth. Infield is backed up to normal depth. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Curveball way outside. And a pretty good lead down the line by Harrison Jones then.
Yeah, he was trying to get home right there. Any pass ball, he's going.
Will, have you ever seen anybody, I'm talking about a straight steal, no pass ball, anything like that, steal home?
I've seen it, but they got thrown out.
Oh, they got thrown out.
Yeah, so it was back in the day.
Here's the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. The curveball is outside. It's 3-2. There's a young man, well, he's not a young man anymore, but he's younger now, named Kenny Fitzgerald, that I have seen. Of course, the late, great Jackie Robinson, if you watch the old films, he was a master at stealing home. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runner on third. Jackson Hill on the mound for Sacred Heart. The hitter, Alden Holland, the senior. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Got a piece of it, but it's going to be back to the pitcher. He'll take it, throw it to first, 1-3, and that'll end the threat. There was no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. And at the end of 6, it's all tied at 7 on the Jackson Christian Sports Network.
This is Lee Johnson.
And this is Jason Lockridge from Southern Capital Advisors.
We're thankful for the Jackson Christian family and are honored to help lay a foundation that will build our community for years to come.
Welcome to Southern Capital Field, and go Eagles.
Is the leadoff man for their order when they start a game, but this is Jude Bullard, and he hits one off JT's glove. JT's got to hustle over, get it, flips, and to Green, and that's 1 out. That's one of the early ones we needed, right, Will?
Very, very good right there for the ground out. Worried me for a minute, got away from JT, but he did it just fine, and that's going to be the first out.
Yeah, here's a young man that scored twice and hurt us, Malachi Chavis.
Yeah, he's done a great job tonight. 1 strikeout.
Has speed.
A hit.
Pretty good basketball player. I think they're going to try to get him to play football too next year. He takes a strike. JT Favera gets ahead.
Yeah, JT's done a great job so far these last 2 innings, getting us out of that last inning, and now getting the first out in this one.
Second strike should be, and I called it early. Yes, oh, good call by the umpire. Nothing like fun at the old ballpark. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. JT Favera working the hitter, Chavis. Chavis fouls one off, and that one had a little juice to it, but it was behind and sliced to right field out of bounds area.
That was definitely one of those balls to tempt him a little bit. He swung on it right there. Probably wouldn't have been a strike if he didn't, but it was a good fight right there.
Excellent point, Will. Excellent point. Hope you enjoyed, and if you just tuning in, it's 7-all, but Coach Shelton actually did color while Will was doing play-by-play, and I think we ought to announce at school tomorrow that Coach Shelton go back and watch the film that he did.
Hopefully I can get some speech credit for that. He's my speech teacher at school, so.
Okay, and that one high. JT would love to have that one back, 1 and 2. So he does teach speech class.
He teaches dual credit speech.
Tell him you deserve an A.
I mean, I've got it right now, barely. But
well, extra credit then. Here we go. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch with 1 out. Swinging strike 3, and that is a big one.
That's a huge one.
2 outs in the inning, but now the top of the order, Brody Wilson. If needed, he'll be followed by Jake Cale, the catcher. And Brody has scored twice tonight.
Yeah, this is a big at-bat right here because we're going to come back to the meat of our lineup with Chance King in the next inning.
Swinging strike. that's one of those that, if Chance gets one in his wheelhouse, he could end this game with one pitch. But we got to get the third out on Sacred Heart.
Most definitely. This is the biggest part.
Both teams, well-coached ball clubs. Of course, our coach in his rookie head coaching season, now he played on a state championship team here, Chase McLean. And, of course, John Barlow drilled. Harrison knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first. And I get to say it, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base at the end of 6 1/2 innings of play. It's all tied at 7. We'll come back for the exciting bottom of the 7th on the Jackson Christian Network.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
We are back, and we are ready for an exciting 7th. Jackson Hill, who's done a great job for John Barlow and staff. Of course, we were making the comparison. Chase has done a good job in his first year, especially with no baseball play last year. John Barlow, the old experienced coach, who not only has coached Sacred Heart, but he was Lambeth's fine coach, took them several conference championship games and things. And classic battle, 2 fine local teams here. And it comes down to what happens here in the bottom of the 7th. Will we go home or play more?
Yeah, this is Everett's time to shine right here. Senior, he's built for this opportunity,
Everett Wells, he either wants to get on base, doesn't have to kill it. This young man's got strength enough to knock it out. Down on the end of his bat, and here comes Jackson Hill's pitch. A swinging strike. And if he connects, but you know what they say about if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to connect.
Got to connect.
0-1 pitch getting ready to come, and Hill steps back. Now he retoes the pitching rubber. Peers in's got his sign. Full wind coming to the plate. It's hit on the ground. Will it get through? Their second baseman gets over there. This is Williams. Williams' throw gets away, and we are headed to second. Will the throw get there in time? And I think the umpire pointing says they got him.
Catcher did a great job right there going and back at. Why was he back there? He backed up the first baseman. I don't know how he got there so quick.
Hustling over and used to doing things like that. And a great peg and 1 out in the inning. So that brings up Chance King. Chance singled his first time up. He wants to either get on, but it would be nice here. The Jackson Christian fans would love to see a home run. This one in the dirt for a ball. Both catchers, Jake Cale and our catcher Wyatt Jones, have worked hard tonight.
I'm still impressed how he got over there so quick. I didn't see where it came from.
That was quick. Good coaching helps teach kids to do that, but you got to do something on your own. That one, a barber pitch, kind of shaved. And I don't think Chance has a mustache, but if he did, he wouldn't have it anymore. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yep.
Hill looks in, and a swinging strike. You know, unofficially, I've got 48 pitches for him, which is not a terrible load. He came in relief. He and JT Favera are the pitchers of record right now. Both starters are off the hook. 2-1 pitch, high. He tried to ease up and aim that one. 3-1. We need a base runner. Can't score without those unless you hit the home run.
Unless you hit the home run, which he can do it, but we need base runners right here.
3-1 pitch with 1 out. winds, fires. It's high, and there he is. Chance King, who is also a linebacker, can line down in football. He, like Tacker Nash, are unlicensed chiropractors during football season, meaning that they will both strike you down. Now, Chance needs to imagine that he's going after a quarterback at second base.
Yeah, he needs to. I like the setup right here with Wyatt right here. Going to try to get Chance into a scoring spot and then Daniel to clean it up. I think it's a good set of batters.
Wyatt Jones, who has a sack fly earlier tonight to aid the cause. And the pitch is outside. And you saw Jake Kale was coming up early.
Yeah, he was looking for something right there. They're definitely going to try to get Chance on anything right here, but he's going to, if I imagine, play it safe because he is a great hitter, not the best base runner on our team. He is still he's quick for his size.
Yep. Judson Powers side, and I think Coach Barlow and he discussed something. They must have seen something in the delivery, or either this is just a reassurance of throw strikes and let your fielders help you. And I've heard your dad, when he was coaching Little League Baseball, remind you pitchers that let the fielders help you sometimes.
Yeah, I didn't get many opportunities to pitch in Little League, but when I did, he was always just telling me just throw strikes. Didn't care about anything else.
A familiar theme, and this looks like speed, and that is Brother Collins coming in to run.
The freshman himself, they're going to get some speed for that winning run right there.
Re-entry. And you also wonder now, with them seeing the pinch runner come in, did they talk about pickoffs, etc., like that? The one out, and we got to get a runner in scoring position. Hitter is Wyatt Jones, the fine catcher of Jackson Christian. He's back in the box. His front foot's even with the front of the plate. Here's the pitch. And a swinging strike one. That probably would have been a strike. It was close. It would have been borderline.
Close. It was a good chop at that one, trying to make something happen with it.
And Wyatt capable of putting the ball in play. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Collins at first. Quick man. Let's see if they check him out. And they'll step off. Jones the hitter. Collins at first. Ground ball. Tailor-made double play ball. But give Wyatt Jones credit for getting down there. Secondly, the toss was not as quick as you need. So with 2 outs, and they'll get a courtesy runner for Jones.
Andrew Potts.
Potts can run the bases. So Potts is running at first. We need to keep this inning going. Daniel Green, who had a double back in the 4th.
Oh.
It's one of those where you'd like to have saved your double for now, but you can't do that.
Yep.
Hill at 54 pitches. Green is 1 for 2. And we'll see what the strategy. Everybody at normal depth now, straight away in the outfield, a little deep in left field. The curveball, that one high. Daniel probably helped himself a little bit too by ducking.
A little duck, and can't really tell in a strike zone right there. It looked a little high, but 50-50.
Oh, it was, but it doesn't hurt to go ahead and give it the little extra oompa.
Yeah,
1 ball pitch ready to come to the plate. And that one on that outside corner. Energetic crowd for both sides here, especially close to our parabolic mic. Sacred Heart has a few fans close to it. 1-1 pitch with 2 outs and the runner on first. Daniel Green, the freshman first baseman. Hill delivers, and a swinging strike 2. And that one would have definitely ended the ball game if there's contact, but not contact, so now you must guard the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runner on first. At the crack of the bat, Potts will be going. Hill takes a long time, checks the runner out, comes to the belt. Here's the pitch. It's not a strike.
It's going to be a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, it was a ball. A couple of the Sacred Heart fans weren't exactly thrilled with the call.
Yeah, weren't exactly. Definitely was outside a little bit. So.
Yeah, even from our angle, and we get to look over at the monitor. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runner on first. Hill, let's see if he comes back with his fastball. Jackson Hill delivers.
Way to fight.
And fighting it off was the freshman, Daniel Green. That just builds the tension up even more.
Even more.
We're here in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. We'll go to the 8th, which is extra innings in high school baseball if there is no score. They would love to get Potts home. Hill's pitch to the plate, hit on the ground to the third baseman. He comes up, shoots over to first for the 3rd out. We hit the ball, but right at the third baseman. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left, and we'll go into the 8th. We'll be back with the score tied 7-all on the Jackson Christian Sports Network.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
We are back to start the 8th extra innings. JT Favera will be on the mound for the Eagles, and Jackson Hill can continue for the Knights of Sacred Heart. This has been a classic ball game. We've had run scoring early, then we had a lot of goose eggs, zeros if you prefer, and then a little bit of scoring, and then tie ball game.
Yes, 8th inning.
And to lead off for the, I believe that will be, I was looking at hours, this will be the top, actually second hitter, Jake Cale. Throws him a ball. He'll be followed by Dalton McIntyre and Jackson Hill. Going to extra innings, need to straighten my scorebook up just a hair. JT Favera throws the second pitch low. You don't want to get the leadoff man on because they've got some hitters behind him. You'd want McIntyre coming to the plate with at least 1 out. This one fouled off down the first baseline. 2 balls, 1 strike, Will.
Yeah, this is an interesting spot to be in here, especially in the 8th inning. Gonna be interesting to see how the field fights for this one.
Here's the pitch. It'll be 3-1. Now, Cale walked back in the 4th. The other thing that worries you, he's a good hitter, and he's overdue tonight.
Yeah, he definitely is.
He's 0 for 3. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Popped up. Will it stay in play? Wyatt Jones runs over there. Green runs over, and it drifts out of play by about 10 feet. No lack of effort from our young men, though.
Yeah, great effort by Wyatt. Came all the way over there to see if he could get it. But out of play, good effort by Daniel and Wyatt to try to find it.
Now, some of the younger guys, I don't know if they play. Does Wyatt play football?
Wyatt does play football. Wyatt does, Daniel does, Carson does. Pretty much everyone on the team does.
Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground. Bradford comes up, snags it, shoots to first. Boom. 1 out.
That was a great pick up the grounder on the fly and threw it off 1 foot. Great play by Avery, showing off his skill a little bit.
Yeah, that and his speed. I'd like to have him on my track team.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes the young man, Dalton McIntyre, the junior college signee. And he can make things happen. I've got him with, 2 for 3 tonight? I'll let you check your stats since
I got him at 2 for 3. He walked in the first, got on with an error in the second, and then a hit in the fourth and a hit in the sixth.
And I'll tell off on myself while Coach Shelton was doing color. I did not take my scorebook with me, which I usually do. And there's a pitch, 1 ball, the count. Do not want to get one in this young man's. Well, you either got to jam him tight where he can't extend those arms or keep it low and inside. And 2 balls, the count. You can throw him outside, which he does a pretty fair job of taking things to left field. But that's better than having him in this or put them ahead with 1 swing. 2-ball pitch. Now that one just missed. So McIntyre's got a 3-0 count. With the pitcher, Jackson Hill, who started this game at first base on deck, and heavy part of the lineup for Sacred Heart. And this is an important district game. That one a strike, and Dalton McIntyre was taking all the way then.
Yeah, he definitely was.
Dalton stays very loose at the plate, doesn't he?
He does. He's very relaxed. He doesn't not like most people with a stiff stance. He's very, very relaxed.
And they walked him. So the go-ahead run at first base. And that brings up Jackson Hill. We'll let Will tell you what Jackson has done here in this contest.
Jackson Hill is 1 for 2 on the night. He's walked twice, flew out to center field, and has a big double where he got thrown at home on that great play by Alden.
He drilled one back. It is out of, well, is it out of here or stuck on?
That should be stuck under.
It's stuck under. And that is about where or close to where I go through the fence when I come to football games.
Yeah, that definitely did not go over right there. I saw it come down from the fence, and it got stuck right under. It looks confusing. You can't tell from here, but it definitely got stuck under the fence.
The only problem is that puts runners at second and third with 1 out, and we need more than anything, we need the strikeout. No pass balls, wild pitches, and no errors right now. The strikeout would be in order or something that we can handle. Now, Walker Ray will come in at third base. Now let's see, everybody is coming in. And getting rid of the protective shin guard. And Jackson Hill just helped his own cause. Ethan Snyder's up there with 1 out. And I want to say is he 1 for 4 on the night or 0 for 4?
Who are we talking about, Snyder?
Snyder.
Yeah, he is 0 for 4 on the night. Got on with the fielder's choice and a error.
Now, they're welcome. They could go back and rescore this after the contest. Sometimes errors get reversed into hits or hits get reversed error. The 1-ball pitch bounces. The runner comes way down the line, but it comes right back. And we'll tell you what, if he had been 1 more step, guarantee you, Brother Wyatt Jones would have picked him off.
Yeah, I won't lie. That was kind of an Eagles bounce right there off the backstop right there. But, yeah, 1 more step, he definitely would have been thrown out at third base.
And you're right about that. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, runners at second, third, the infield in, curveball outside, 3-0. Now 3-0 doesn't hurt you, but it doesn't help you because it's a hitter's count. If you load the bases, they are looking to, and they're going to go ahead and do it, and that's not a bad strategy, and let me tell you why. Because you can come to home with the ball and then go to first or another base and get a double play. Let's see if they put the short in second. And still, the double play can get you out of the inning. So bases loaded with one out. Shane Bastable, who had a single his last time up.
Yeah, he's 2 for 4 tonight.
Pretty good hitter. Now the infield is going to come back in because trying to keep any runs from scoring. Of course, the base runner at third will stay in foul territory in case you get hit with a ball. This one hit to center. He'll tag up. Here's the throw, and we'll try to cut the runner down at third. Oh, and that one gets away. And they have an injured player at third, and that will be Hill. So 1 run is in on the sac fly by Bastable. 2 outs in the inning. Now let's see if the ball got in the dugout or not. That's what Coach John Barlow is arguing. And I don't think he's going to win this call, though.
I don't think he is either. Definitely was close right there.
Worth a try, and it could have gotten closer. It's so hard to tell. Added incentive to go back and watch on YouTube under Worthy Road Studios. Got 2 outs, and now runner on first and third. I don't see anybody warming up in their bullpen, and we can't see ours. Now there's somebody taking batting practice down in our batting cage, which is off the field and behind the fence. Brings up number 4, Graydon Dillon, with 2 outs and 2 runners on. The pitch fouled off. Dillon is 0 for 4, I believe, tonight. I'll let you check that against your stats since I missed the inning.
Yes, he is indeed 0 for 4.
Again, go back and watch Coach Shelton or listen to him while you watch the ball game do the 5th. Will did a great job of play-by-play. 1-1 count with 2 outs. Graydon Dillon on at the plate. He drills one up the middle. That'll get a run in, and so Sacred Heart will have a 2-run lead. Jackson Hill scores, and he'll go to the mound with a minimum of a 2-run lead. Just a well-placed hit, Will.
Yeah, most definitely. He hit it right over the top right there. Gave the third runner on third an easy run in, and being down 2 in this area is probably not a good position to be in.
Well, Jude Bullard on, who's now at first base, grounded out his last time up. Favera checks, comes to the plate. This one off the handle is short, and he'll just take it himself. 1U is how you score that one for the 3rd out, but they come up with 2 big runs. And so going into the bottom of the 8th, it'll be 9-7 with Jackson Christian coming to bat.
This is Lee Johnson.
And this is Jason Lockridge from Southern Capital Advisors.
We're thankful for the Jackson Christian family and are honored to help lay a foundation that will build our community for years to come.
Welcome to Southern Capital Field, and go Eagles.